up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabsome besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my miniverse. Today's backdrop is our Barbie-style rooms. There are tutorials on our YouTube channel. We've also been making videos showing different ways to recycle those mini brands capsules. This is Series 5, with 90 plus minis to collect, including those ultra rare Frozen Moment minis. And since it's here, we might as well open it so we can give a start to finish process of recycling the capsule, of course. Candy. Well, now that we have a little home theater, the candy can just go in there. Another chocolate cake? It's a box. But I'm hoping for one of those Frozen Moment minis. This is a bottle of Sprite, and here we have a Slurpee, and our last one is Campbell's Chicken Noodle Soup. Now that we have our minis, what to do with those capsules? In our Make It Mini Food Series 2 video, we used half of a capsule to make this chair, along with the little table or display from the Make It Mini capsule. It's right here. Then we painted it to match the aesthetic of the kitchen. And our recycled craft ideas have been sprinkled throughout different videos. So today, we're gonna put a couple of those ideas in one place. This video. One of my favorite ways to recycle a mini brand's capsule is to turn it into a disco ball using mirror tile stickers. I bought these on Amazon. It was $4.99 for a strip, and you can get about 2 disco balls out of that. I cut it into strips. I find it makes it easier to work with, and then you just have to kind of snap them so it's flexible and can bend. Peel down some of the backing, then begin applying it to the center of the capsule, following the line that divides it into 2 parts. Continue adding the stickers in rows and remove the film to make a disco ball that can open so we can store items inside, or add a string to use it as an ornament, or simply hang it from the dollhouse ceiling to use as a disco ball. If the dollhouse doesn't have a ceiling, I just cover 1/2 of the capsule, only this time I'm placing the tiles going across the center. Then we can just attach it to the wall like a 3D work of art. For the second idea, let's take the other half of the capsule and cover it with the tiles, trace around it on recycled paperboard, add a little extra going around the edge, cut it out, cut several, then stack and glue them together. Cut more circles that are the same size as the capsule, stack and glue them together, sand the edges of both circles. We will also need a few wooden dowels, thick craft foam, and paint to make a little variation of a beverage cart. Cut a circle of craft foam. I use the capsule to make an indentation, then cut on the line. Cut wooden dowels. For the legs, I cut mine at 4 3/4 inches. Take the smaller circle, cut leftover wooden dowels into smaller pieces, and glue them onto the bottom. I used hot glue to hold them in place. Take the legs and glue them on at 1 inch. From the bottom, paint the paperboard and the wood. I really want to go with hot pink, but I kind of want to keep it neutral, so I'm going with white. Once everything has dried, glue the capsule in between the wooden dowels, glue the foam underneath the larger circle so it can fit on top, making a table that we could use for refreshments, but I like the idea of using it as a game table. It has storage to hold the games, and we can use our printable cards that we made to go inside of toy mini brands. And there is more storage on the bottom. Now that we have a game table, we could use a chair. Now this chair design is very easy. However, it does require a table from the Make It Mini capsules. Good thing I have one right here. This is Diner Series 2, which also comes in a capsule Here's the table, and I call it a table. However, in the comments, some of you said it is a large cake stand, but we're going to use it as the base of our chair. But first, we might as well see which mini it is. We have a little paper doily, and this is a pie crust. Chocolate. We also have, what is this? Oh, it's little cookie sandwiches cut in half. We have a little slicer, and this is a pie pan. The next ingredient is a container of whipped cream, and the last one is the resin, because this is a resin toy, and we are getting pie filling. But I'm going to cut a circle out of craft foam to go inside the pie crust to take up space so we don't have to use as much glue. Then I mix Mod Podge and a touch of white paint. I cut black craft foam into tiny little pieces, mix it into the glue mixture. Hopefully this will look kind of like cookies and cream. Add the mixture on top of the craft foam, then I place it into the pie pan, add the cookies into the glue, open the whipped cream, let's add those as well into the glue. Hopefully this will dry the way I want it to and look like a cookies and cream pie. While waiting, let's put that easy chair together. We are also using cardboard, felt, and fabric. Cut a circle of cardboard that can fit inside the capsule. I cut 2 and glue them together for strength, and I use hot glue to attach them. Cover it with a layer of felt, gluing it underneath. Then cover it with fabric to make a cushion. I like to take the table and remove the base, then glue the base onto the tabletop. Then glue the capsule onto the table, then glue the cushion into the capsule. To make an easy doll chair, let's take the bottom of a Make It Mini capsule, brush the outside with a little glue. Once it dries, let's paint it. I did a black base coat, and the glue really helped to make the paint stick. This was just one coat. Then we dry brush it with a little gray. It's a light gray. And we're going to start seeing all those little details and textures start to pop. And I just keep adding until I get the color that I want. I was going for a concrete type of vibe. Cut a circle of recycled cardboard, cover it with felt. Let's make one of our paper house plants like the snake plant. And we're just going to cut a long blade out of yellow cardstock, paint it green in the middle. Then I add some darker green lines going all the way up. Paint both sides, then give it a little curl. Glue the felt into the capsule. Glue on the paper leaves. I added a few more of our other paper house plants to make a miniature planter for our dolls. I think it looks great outside on our little balcony, peeking around the corner. Let's take another capsule. I use hot glue to make a base for the bottom. Let's brush it with a little glue, paint it. I painted the outside gray and the inside black. Cut a circle of craft foam. I add glitter paper on top. Make a hole in the center to fit a flameless tea candle. Cut a clear glue stick into small pieces. I glue the pieces on top with gloss Mod Podge. Brush the top with more Mod Podge. Turn it on. Place it inside the capsule to make a miniature doll fire pit with hot glue glass rocks. Here is another idea. I'm totally not sure if this one is going to work. Let's try to make another type of chair. Using a capsule, cardboard circles, recycled paperboard, and fabric. I'm using a ribbed fleece. I start by gluing the 2 capsules together, making sure that they are centered and line up. Wrap a piece of paperboard around it, glue it in place, trim off the excess, then I take the fleece, I glue it onto the side, making sure I have more than enough to go inside the capsule. Then just roll it and glue it in place. Pull the excess over the edge and glue it into the capsule. Remove any excess bulk. Take the circle of cardboard and cover it with a scrap of fabric and glue it inside to make a barrel chair. I could have been a little neater with the seat and around the back, but it looks pretty good with the doll, and I think the ribbed fabric is definitely what makes this piece. It kind of makes me think seashell, and if it's a little too tall for your dollhouse, we can cut the base of the capsule down a little to adjust the size. And we can always add a pillow or a miniature plush to cover up those sloppy edges. I wonder. Oh, that's kinda cute. I cut a scrap piece of felt to try to fit inside the capsule. Yeah, that might work. It's a long strip that is rounded on the top and has a slight curve on the bottom. I'm going to use it as a pattern just in case we have to make a few adjustments and cut a second one. I also cut a circle. I cover them with fabric, gluing it along the back. I might need to add a little cardboard to the bottom just to give it a little more strength. Let's glue in the back. Hopefully this kind of fits. I used hot glue. The pattern is not perfect, but it's kind of working. The cushion as is definitely needs more support. So I'm adding a piece of cardboard, then glue it inside. I take the tabletop from a Make It Mini capsule and glue it underneath. Add an angle to make what looks like a baby rocker, sometimes called a baby swing egg chair. Ours doesn't swing or rock, but I think it'll still look really adorable in our nursery. And you can always add the little restraints if you like. I'm just gonna place little baby Starla inside and let her enjoy her nap, giving us 7 crafts for recycling those capsules. We made a disco ball, a game table with storage, an easy chair, a planter, fire pit, a barrel chair, and a baby rocker. Oh, and I cut this little T-shape for the rocker. I used it as a pattern to cut a piece of fabric, then I just folded over and glued the edges. Glue the ends under the cushion to make our little rocker more secure. And I almost forgot, the pie turned out pretty good. Thank you for joining us for another 7 Quick Crafts video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at My Froggy Stuff, the Frog Vlog, and Bella of My Froggy Stuff. And we will see you next time.